there's this Persian woman that's stuck in the Manila airport. And this was in October of 2019. And at that time I said, well, this sounds like that movie that Tom Hanks plays in that Terminal. And I said, we have to. I'm honored to be her friend and that we've been able to develop a friendship. But we have invited her here this evening to tell a bit about her very interesting, is to say the least, life that she has led. And I'm very honored and privileged to call her a friend today. But this woman, Bahareh, she was born and raised in Mashhad, Iran, and where she graduated with a master's degree in Persian literature and history, at which point in 2014 she relocated herself to the Philippines, where she was going to get her degree in dentistry. At that time, while she was busy getting her dentistry degree, she also was a part-time model and had competed in various beauty pageants. And then, because of her many talents that she has and many roles that she plays, it got her a bit of trouble when she's also a human rights activist and a women's activist, and she was speaking up heavily against the regime that's running Iran right now. So much so that they if she goes back to her home country, she will die. And so at that point in October, we heard that she was stuck in Manila.
Activity my government tried to do their children by this regime, this terrorist regime.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really honored to be here today to share my life story with all of you. Well, it's about a journey of resilience and hope that I found myself stuck in the airport in 2019. Well, it was like a big drama and big shock. But let me go back to my childhood before I come to 2019 and explain all of this to you. When I was a child, well, I raised with 5 brothers, all older than me. And because of the male-dominated system in Iran, my brothers thought they are better than me, they are superior to me, and what they think is correct, and I am wrong. And they can't control me. So they used to tease me, and one of the things that they kept doing that was calling me ugly duckling. And my mom, one day that I was crying, she told me, do you know what happened in the end of the story of ugly duckling? And I said, no. She hugged me and said, she became a beautiful white swan. And I believed that. So back to 2019, I was stuck in the airport in Manila. Why? Because I represented my country, Iran, in beauty pageant. And I was beauty queen. So ugly duckling became a beauty queen. But it was not just because of that representation. I always create a chance to talk about the problems that women have in Iran. I'm a woman activist, human rights activist, and the main activity that I have is try to be voice of the acid attack victims. So the regime of Iran doesn't like that. For 1 year they tried to deport me legally by making fake case in Philippines. But all the cases was closed and dismissed. Then after a year, when I was trying to represent Iran in another beauty pageant in Tunisia, I found out I can't fly because my name was in Interpol list. So they created fake case in Iran to show and prove that I am a criminal person, so they can legally deport me back to Iran to punish me. And I just didn't accept that deportation. And I fought for my life. And it was not easy to fight for something that never existed. I have to prove I never been in Iran in 2018 or whatever that they create on their own court.
And in fact, I was fighting in front of two governments, Iran and Philippines. During 28 days that I was stuck at the airport, every moment was torture. Every moment. So when journalists from CNN, from Guardian, it was not really easy to me to keep my smile and just pretend that everything is fine. But something made me strong, and that was my mother. I kept smiling and said, my mother is watching me in Iran.
So I had to stay strong. And this brings a lot of judgment by people on social media.
She can smile, so she's fine.
You know, persona about you.
Yes, so they
the
create
country.
a lot of fake news, especially in our language, Persian. So one of the fake news was I killed someone in 2018 in Iran. That's why they put my name in Interpol. It's very easy to prove that they are lying. My passport is my proof. I never back to Iran since 2014 up to now. So how can I kill someone in Iran in 2018 when physically I was not there? So yeah, they create a lot of fake news. This is what they are doing to betray other people and to stop people following them and support them, making fake news and sharing that fake news. So the regime of Iran has a big army on media that we call it Cybreak. And once I was in the airport, this Cybreak army attacked me every second. Oh, look at her, she's ugly. How did you participate in beauty pageant? Oh, look at her, she's not enough. Oh, look at her, she's crying. She's worried, she look nervous, she can't. Oh, she has an accent, she can't speak English well. They try to just betray me and make me weak to stop me, have interview with CNN and Guardian. And when I say so the Iranians have to be smart to fighting with the Islamic regime, otherwise we will lose. And thanks God I am the smart one. So when I received these attacks, I was looking at to the positive side. Hashtag save Bahar. Who made that? Who created that? Who won hashtag Kim Kardashian? Who broke that and make a record? Iranian people. So that proved me I have a huge fan in Iran, and this attacks is by Islamic regime. So I did not turn my back to Iranian people and say, oh, these are ungrateful behavior and they believe the fake story. So as I said, we just need to be smart and don't go to this trap, and to save our lives, just trust the good people and ignore the fake news. That's it. You're welcome.
One final question, anybody? Protests in Iran, and is there any chance of an Iranian regime change in the future?
Well, as I said, my story is like a journey of resilience and hope, and I believe without hope no one can live. So we have this hope, and yes, I believe strongly this regime will be changed, with or without help of the USA or England or Germany, because these powerful countries don't want them to change. And to be honest, if they just stop to support them, Iranian people bring them down. But every time that we are close to down this regime, some of them come and help them. Like this time, Joe Biden gave them $6 billion and helped them. So there is a hope, because Iranians don't want them. We are not Muslim and they are Islamic government. Just on the media right now, we create the hashtag Iranian stand with Israel. What does it mean to you? We are not with Palestine people, although they are Muslim. So as an Islamic country, everyone expects us to stay with Palestine. But we create hashtag Iran stand with Israel, just to send the message. These people have really limitation, but they try their best to send a message to the world, to ask you, please separate people of Iran with the government of Iran. This is two different things. People of Iran, regime of Iran. People of Iran are fighting 44 years against this regime. Just last year, they killed a lot of people. And if we were hopeless, we never protest during these 44 years. We will stop and just, okay, this is what it is. And we just stop. But we are hopeful. And personally, I believe maximum for next 5 years, we will not see this regime anymore. This is what I believe. You're welcome.
And we want to thank you for that. We also want to present you something that is it is the Optimist Creed, and
Thank you.
we're